control, and then Dr. Lisa was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Great afternoon, besties. Great afternoon. Welcome to BestieFinder's office hours. Hey, my besties. We got Coach Ayala. We got Dr. Lisa. How you ladies doing?
Ooh.
It's a woo for me too, because I came in on two wheels, y'all. Came in on two wheels. Trying to get here and make sure so y'all, we are a few minutes late, but better late than never. All right. So we just wanted to just say great afternoon. I was about to say great morning, but I said it's okay. It can be morning for us too, because it is morning somewhere, especially with our VA. It's morning over there. Okay. It is it's night over there. It's morning over here. I don't know. So it's morning somewhere. I know that much. So anyway, I pray that you guys are having an amazing day. So besties, what's our topic for today? Dr. Lisa, what you got?
Dr. Lisa?
Okay, so I got this is a hot off the presses one for y'all. So what happens when, especially as we slide into the holidays, because believe it or not, the year's almost over. What happens when family ain't it, y'all? When it's beyond dysfunction. It's there are people, you know, that we have blended families and unfortunately broken families. What happens when a core member of the family is like, I mess with y'all, or brings the drama to the dinner table? How do we handle that?
That's a doozy today, Dr. Lisa. Look, y'all got me raw today, and now we're gonna be raw answers today. Well, we normally come with raw
all
answers.
the way through.
We just raw all the way through. Okay. Oh, so what happened?
I would say I'm one, because I'm compassionate. I feel like I'm one that is known to bring the drama. You know, because I'm so in my emotions, and people are like, what is wrong? Not even what's wrong, but I'm just so into my emotions that sometimes it has to be over explained. And so it just seems to be sometimes, especially when I'm out of balance, or if there's some trigger that has occurred, that I could be the one to bring the drama. And so learning the gifts has allowed me to recognize the areas, that the challenges that come with the gifts. And it is a intentional daily of trying to regroup and respond differently, because I do want to be with my family. I do want to have relationships. I do want to have a solid team and build a business that is healthy. And so for me, for those that feel like they're the drama, or you experience people who bring the drama, I'm giving you the perspective of the compassionate sometimes is perceived as the drama field. And when you recognize those gifts, you understand them, you respect them, you can adjust. It takes some time though. It takes some practice, and it takes some communication. And on the same token, if somebody doesn't know the gifts and they shut down, you just have to, knowing the gift, you just have to be willing to accept that they ain't gonna deal with you no more.
Look, Dr. Lisa, you can go next, but I just want to say, look at Coach. Come on with the breakdown of the gifts, y'all. Like, just from her perspective, it's just amazing. And I just wanted to just ask the question, like, now, how does that make you feel? Just knowing that after becoming aware, of your gifts. Because see, again, most people don't even know that. They may not even realize they're the ones bringing the drama, because they all up in their feelings. So it's legitimate. No, those feelings are real. They are real. But most of them don't even realize that they're the ones that are bringing the drama, all because of their misunderstanding. So how does it feel to know that your awareness, again, I always tell people awareness is key. Your awareness now helps you to regroup, to reel things back. I'm thinking this thought, but let me answer it myself instead of projecting it out on everybody else. So
Hmm.
how did that make
It
you feel?
it makes me feel it's a catch 22 when you're in the midst of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel empowered because now I know what is going on and why people respond the way they do when certain things occur, and then the awareness allows me to catch myself, right? But it feels, being the compassionate that I am, it
Mm-hmm.
hurts.
Yeah,
It
it
hurts
does.
because I feel you feel isolated, you feel alone, you feel like I'm not being heard, I'm not being seen. And so, like, the little kid wants to come out and be like, me, and say different things to get different reactions. And at the same time, when you know the gifts, you're responsible for them. And if you really want to change and mature, and
Mm-hmm.
be a better person, responding differently requires different actions. So it's empowering and it hurts when you're in the midst of it.
All at the same. Girl, that's beautiful. That was beautifully put. Thank
It's
you.
true. You're
I
welcome.
know some people can't handle the truth, but y'all gonna get the truth over here. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Mm.
Dr. Lisa, what you got, girl? I saw you
All
raising
right.
that hand.
So,
I
so
was like,
representing
uh-oh.
Team Shutdown.
Team who
um,
shut down or cut down? Which one?
Team Shutdown. Yes.
Oh, not cut
So
down.
case in point, I'm like my dad. When I get angry, there's quiet. You don't have to fear a yelling Dr. Lisa. Yelling Dr. Lisa's probably laughing at the TV, but quiet Dr. Lisa, and then I'm just looking at you straight on like, you all right? Because you're about to not be all right. So when we when we as more of the less emotive gifts, so teacher administrator, it's task oriented, but when we're presented with this the volume or an influx of emotion, it's hard for us to process all at once. And our way of processing tends to be, okay, well, I'm going to have to walk away and think about everything you said and look for the underlying problem. Because yes, we are looking beneath the volume, but it's going to take us some time to come back to it. And so what that will present as team shutdown, as if we don't care about the situation, when in fact days, weeks, years later, we're reprocessing that conversation to see if we got to actually deal with the issue, or if we let the emotional impact turn us off, and then we just went ahead and got squirreled away dealing with something else instead
Mhm.
of coming back to the original challenge.
Well, yeah. So for me, so when you say that, yeah, I learned that about teacher. I learned that about teachers through you, Dr. Lisa, and just in how. Oh, it's a feedback or something. A
Mm-mm.
static.
You,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
y'all
you,
don't hear it.
mm-mm.
Okay. Um, and so yeah, it's like a static. I'm sorry. It's just when I start talking, but it'll light up on your end, coach, when it happens. So I don't know if it's a noise or something in the background. Okay, we'll just see. So but anyway, so when you say look, I call it Operation Shutdown. I'm like, y'all better do this, and this. I want her to not respond and not participate or say deuces, two fingers, as she say, and get rid of you and drop you as a client or whatever. So I've had that conversation, okay, with some, because I've learned over time what um, the teacher's gifts, and I'm so thankful for this. But now, from my perspective, like if I'm not going to confront you at that time, if I'm not going to say, because I'll be the one to be like, hold up, blah 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 blah, right? Or I'll try to be diplomatic about it, or whatever. It's just take them to the side, and then if just don't trigger nothing. All right, I'm saying let's just have a decent conversation. Let's step over, and if you want this to be a great family affair, Let's talk about it. What's the problem? So we can get the understanding that you need in order for you to be able to feel included, to be clued in, or to really be able to get comfortable and enjoy yourself and know that ain't nobody dissing you, about you out, or anything like that. Or if it's any other gift that decided they want to show out. And so most of them, now those other gifts may be the ones that blurt out. So it's got to be somebody in there that really understands that. It doesn't have to be, but it would be nice to have somebody at the family reunion or the family get-togethers that's coming up that understands these gifts and can cause everybody to just kind of mellow out. And so yeah, but I'm just saying, but these, yeah, they may not show up like that, but there are ones that can pretty much, like the giver gift would be the one to be like, okay, everybody calm down. You know what I'm saying? And let's, it doesn't take all of this and this, that, and the other. So that's the even keel type of person. So yeah, that part. That's all I can say on that. I think Coach.
All right, let me throw y'all a curveball. So we've just
sometimes I like curveballs.
So we've been talking about folks that you actually still want to keep in your life. What about the folks that you have to deal with, or that relationship is good and broke, but you still have to deal with the person? Maybe like an extended family member, or former spouse, co-parent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to put some super glue on something to hold you together when that person comes in the room. And first of all, that's called forgiveness, right? So let's just get to that point, because it's totally about the gifts, but it's some other things that have to come into play. And so when you've decided that y'all's relationship is broke, like y'all, you cannot have a relationship and still be, cordial and still do what you need to be able to do to any transactions or conversations or anything. And you just do what you do and keep it moving instead of walking around here holding grudges. Do not let that person be the main reason why you don't make it into heaven. I'm just going to say that. Don't let that person have you walking around in unforgiveness, because if we want forgiveness, we're going to have to we need to learn how to forgive. Okay. So that part. Coach, you about to say something? What?
So say the question again, Dr. Lisa, because I want to make sure I got my train of thought.
So we talked about the folks that you actually love and want to keep in your life.
Might need I remember it now. You might need a mediator, unfortunately. And if you feel like it's come to a point where you just can't tolerate, you might need to bring somebody. And scripture says that too. Like if you all can't come to agreement, then go and get somebody else. So you may need a mediator and it might be that giver gift to hear all the sides and say, okay, well, I hear this point of view and I hear that point of view, and let's come to a meeting of the minds. So that's my viewpoint. Like if it comes to a point to where it is, you're still family, you still have to have relationship, you're still in business. It may just be that you have somebody else, and that somebody else could be a tape recording. It could be agreed upon tape recording or something to that effect, so that you can continue to have healthy relationships. But then, Kathy, you're right. You need to forgive, point blank, period. And it is awesome.
And then you can forgive people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time when you recognize that you're the one that made the mistake, you have to forgive yourself instead of just sitting in that guilt, right? Don't sit in that guilt. Forgive yourself. Like, you know what? Thank you for my friends who love me enough to tell me the truth. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm not plugging me, my gifts as the person to go to, but I'm going to say, because of that's what people have always looked at me. Most exhorters are considered the ones that what we call them, that encourages, but also when you go for
like a counselor.
Yes. The exhorter gift, straight up counselor, right? It has that counseling abilities naturally. And so if you're one that people come to all the time for, to bring your problems, and sometimes you can just walk in and you meet them for the first time, but they feel so comfortable telling you their business. And I'm like, I don't even know this woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm listening. Okay. But the combination gift, because the exhorter is going to be the one that lift you up, encourage you, got that nurturing, counseling type of deal. But that perceiver is going to be the one that tell you the truth, right? And then when I say the administrator, because we can understand and see, just we're visionaries. And so a lot of things that we can see, especially with that perceiver gift, we can see so much that other people really can't see, including you. You know what I'm saying? As a person that's being talked to. So I know a lot of people may say, when they go to a counselor or go to a psychologist or a marriage counselor, you better know what their background is for real, because they putting off their opinions on you. They could be had a bad breakup, and like, girl, this what you do. A man, this what you do, right? So, but yeah, a mediator is awesome for when you can't really just get it together in your head. So because that person can help you to sort that stuff out and to see things that's going on. All right, because I know.
How did we do?
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, we what, 16 minutes in. So y'all, we didn't do
We did really well, because we are right on time.
okay.
And if you are one of those people who are wanting to be someone who knows about their gifts and understands and grows in maturity like Coach Nyala, we urge you to discover your gifts as soon as possible, so that you can not only learn your own gifts, but learn about other people's gifts, and you can start living and loving with grace.
Woohoo! Yeah. I don't learn some other things about some graces. Oh, look, I have to tell y'all that offline. But again, bottom line, when you work with people, even we live with them, we serve with them, you need grace.
You need it.
A whole lot of grace.
So guys, check us out. Go to BestieFinder.net. Dr. Lisa, can you put that link back up there again? We implore you, like, with the quickness. It's urgent.
Like right now.
The holidays are coming.
Listen, if you're gonna get your tickets or plan your driving route for Thanksgiving or the rest of the holidays, learn them now, so that you're not popping nobody in the mouth at the Thanksgiving table.
At the dinner. But you're going to find yourself in a great position, because you're going to be like, ooh, that's so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, she must be of this. I'm telling you, the minute you get introduced to it, then you're going to start noticing. It's like the blinders are taken off, like layers. As you grow in this space, layers and layers, and all these things just begin to happen, guys. You grow exponentially, and it's amazing. So when you grow in your personal life, your business life, your ministry life, your bestie life, so I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Yes, everything is awesome. Everything is awesome.
With that, it's a wrap, y'all. Have a great day.
We're about to start playing. You see how Coach cut us off, because she knew we about to get started. My brain started going like, okay. Y'all have a